Hello everyone, welcome back to the Scratch tutorial. So in this video we are going to see about control block menu. Okay, so in the control block menu we have these many number of palettes. Okay, so far we have seen same kind of palettes under same shapes of palettes under motion, looks, sounds, pen, okay, and data also. Okay, so these kind of palettes are called as stack palettes. Okay, stack block. Okay, stack, S-T-A-C-K, stack block, whereas this kind of palettes are called as hat blocks. Okay, whereas if you see in the control you just introduced a new type of shape, right? Here the same stack kind of block is available. Here the shape is C. This is also called as C block. Okay, and here this is a single variety, that is stop all. This is called as cap block. Okay, this is C block, this is stack block, and this is cap block. See the changes. Okay, so this will come always at the end. Okay, this is cap block. Okay, this is C block, and this is stack block. And then okay, so I'm just dragging everything back into this palette itself. Right now let me start with the wait once again. Okay, so wait 1 second, as the name of the palette suggests, it wait for 1 second. Okay, let us see an example for it. I'm just taking move 10 steps. Okay, I'm just making my cat to move 20 steps and wait for 1 second, and then I'm just asking my cat to face left side. Okay, so this is what my cat does if I click on this particular blocks. Okay, see here it moves 20, waits and turns. Okay, so it moves 20 steps, wait for 1 second and turns the left side. Okay, now let me make it to turn right itself. Okay, for other process. Okay, now are you clear what the wait 1 second does? Yes, I guess you are clear. Now let us move to the second block, that is repeat. Okay, if you want to perform a task for particular number of time, okay, then you can use this kind of block. Okay, this kind of palette. Okay, I want my cat to rotate 15 degrees, that is 15 degrees for 10 times. Then see here this particular kind. So for each time, instead of stacking this 10 times, okay, instead of stacking this 10 times, I can just simply take only one palette and place it in this block. Okay, inside this block. Okay, if I just click, it will turn 15 degrees for 10 times. Okay, that is 15 into 10, 150 degree turn. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I'm just going to face it on the left side. Okay, now sorry, it is actually should be in the right. Okay, okay, now I guess you have understood what the repeat does. Okay, if you want to perform a task over and over again for particular number of time, then you can use this repeat block. Okay, okay, now forever. So here particular number of time, that is 10, 20 or 30, that you can feed. Okay, if you want to do the block, do the task over and over again without any stop. Okay, like you can do this, you can give in this. Okay, forever, which means it will keep on rotating 15 degrees forever until you just click on this stop button. Okay, now see here, it keep on rotating, it don't stop. Okay, if I just press the stop button, hold the program terminates and the cat stops. Okay, now I'm just making to point towards the right. Okay, so now do you understand what is what is the difference between repeat 10 times or repeat particular number of times and forever? So repeat 10 means, or particular number of time means, it does the job for the number of times you specified. Okay, whereas forever means it does the job until you give the termination. Okay, okay, now it is over. Now if, okay, so if else, okay, this is the two important loops you will encounter in your future also. Okay, the whatever programming language you see, you will just encounter this two kinds of loop. Okay, if you this is the more important block, I would say. Okay, block palette, I would say. Okay, so let us have a closer look in it. See here, if, okay, if then, okay, if it passes a condition, then it should do a job, that is this block means. Okay, this palette means. Now see here, in this okay, touching the mouse pointer, or let us see what are all available. Okay, if touching the edge, okay, if this is touching the edge, okay, then what it has to do, what I am just giving is turn minus, okay, left side, okay. Okay, if my sprite is touching the edge, then point minus 90 degree, which is left side, okay. Let us click and see, isn't it? It touches the edge, so it turned to minus 90 degree, which means if it passes the condition, then it does the job, okay. That is what this block means, this block palette means, okay. So here you can also give like this. If, see here, I'm just mouse pointer, okay, I'm just placing this when click button, okay, and starting the program, okay. If, okay, let us point in this okay, towards this direction and keep it as an edge itself, okay. So if for mouse pointer, it needs some more process in the behind, that I will be explaining you while creating animation, okay. See here, I would make this to move, okay. Let us make it to move 100 step, okay. See here, still it is not touching, so let me make it another 150, okay, 150, I'm just making here, okay. Can you see the difference? Right now I'm just executing as this. See here, first when I click this flag, my sprite, that is my cat, will move 150 steps, okay. On moving 150 steps, if it touches the edge, then it has to turn left side. This is the program, okay. See here, my cat is here, I'm just clicking on the flag, it moves 150 steps. Since it touches the edges, it turns towards the left side. That was the condition I have given. If it passes the condition, then I have asked the loop to do this way, that is to turn towards left side, okay. Okay, now comes the if then else. Here only the positive works, okay. If the condition passes, then it does this job. Else, if it is not passes the condition, then it can does another job. That is what here. See here, same thing, I am taking out this, okay, placing this point minus 90 degree. If the condition fails, then it has to point downwards, okay. Let us keep downwards, okay, that is 180 degree. Let me make it to face right itself, okay. I'm just making it to move this side. If I click the flag, it moves 150 steps, okay. Since the condition fails, it moves downwards, okay. See here, 150 steps. It covered only 150 steps and it didn't even touch the edge. So the condition fails. If only touches the edge, then it faces the left side. Since it doesn't touches the edge, it faces downward. That is the false condition, okay. This is true condition and this is the false condition. Got it? This is the explanation for if and if else. Got it? Done. Now comes wait, okay. So wait. So how till, this is like you can wait till your friend arrives, you can wait till the food arrives. So this is similar to that, okay. So you are asking the program to wait till particular task does, okay. Similarly, you can go and click on this any blocks from this or sensing and you can just place it here, okay. So you can say wait until mouse pointer is touched, okay, or you can tell wait until the sprite touches the edge. So this can be done, okay. This is called as wait until palette, okay. Now comes the next, okay, repeat. So this is similar to while loop which you encounter in your future, okay. This is if else loop, whereas this is while loop, okay. So which means you can repeat the process until it touches the edge or some other condition you can give, okay. See here, I am making it to face right side and asking it to move. Just a second, I am just making the sprite to face right side and I am making it to move 10 steps, okay. until it touches the edge. See here, yes, if it touches the edge, it stops. If it didn't touches the edge, it's keep on walking. See here, I started from here and it stopped when it touches the edge, right? You see here, if I go and keep it this right here, and if I click, okay, I'm just clicking it. Since it is touching the edge, it is not working. See here now, see here, when it touches the edge, it stops the work. Okay, so you have to repeat this move 10 steps until it touches the edge. Okay, so this is the explanation for this particular palette. Okay, that's it. And right now I'm going to explain stop all. So stop all is nothing but if you want to stop all the process, then you can give this stop all. Okay, okay. Then when I start clone or create clone or delete clone is nothing but you are just creating a copy of it. Okay, see here, create clone. Okay, so create clone of myself or sprite one, you just create cloning. So it is a similar way. So see here, cloning, that is a second. So I have given 3 to 4 click. Okay, so that many number of sprites are cloned here. Okay, so this is for cloning purpose, and you can just assign a task for those things. Okay, so when I start clone, so this is similar to that. So it is similar to this hat block. Okay, so create cloning, and when I start clone is things are for cloning or creating a Xerox copy of this original. Okay, and delete this clone. So the clones which you have created or deleted one by one. Okay, got it? And if you stop everything, all the clones will disappear. Okay, either you can delete this clone, you can use this palette, delete this clone, and you can delete the particular cloned sprite, or you can just press this stop button so that all the created clones will get disappeared. Okay, so that's all for this control block, and I guess you are very much cleared in this block. Okay, if you are not clear, then please stop the video and you just work on by side. Okay, stop the video, work on the block palette, and stop the video, work on the block palette. If you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll be very much happy to explaining your or clearing your doubts. Okay, so that's all for this video. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.